and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. Hi. Tonight we are back into solstice time in chapters 12 through 16 of A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas.
Yes, and if this is the first time you've joined us, just know we've done this for weeks now. We've done sections of the series made famous by author Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Whatever and Whatever. This one right here is the Smut Oracle. This is my guide through this wonderful series that I've enjoyed quite literally a lot. Literally a lot. Yes. I am just a regular dude. I don't read this kind of stuff very often. So this is like pretty fun for me, and we will just get to experience this content through this one's eyes, through my eyes. We'll have a discussion. Go ahead and throw your comments in here. Let us know what you think, because what you think matters. And we are going to get started. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to throw it to this one right here so she can do a recap or review of what we've read in chapters 12 through 16. Hit it.
Excellent, excellent. Well, these chapters open with exactly the energy you'd expect. Feyre and Cassian getting rip-roaring drunk and aggressively decorating for solstice. It's chaos, ornaments, questionable decisions. Overall, a great time, which immediately transitions into a deeply tense dinner at the townhouse because nothing pairs with holiday cheer like unresolved family trauma. So naturally, they go to find Nesta. And where is she? Only the seediest bar in all of Velaris, because of course she is. Chapter 13 is the face-off. Nesta wants absolutely nothing to do with any of them, emotionally, physically, spiritually, but she is more than happy. Yes, all of them.
But physically.
She is more. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. She is more than happy to let them keep paying for her apartment while she self-destructs in peace. Boundaries, yes. Healthy, debatable. Chapter 14 switches to Rhys, who has a quiet moment with Moore. He offers her a peace mission, go to the other courts, help broker treaties. Moore hesitates, wondering if leaving will look like she's running from her father and from Eris, which... fair. Back to Feyre in chapter 15, who is finally starting to process her grief in a way that doesn't involve repression and leadership duties. She meets a weaver who helps her channel it into her art. And when Rhysand finds her in the abandoned gallery, she casually hands Feyre the information for the building's owners. So now Feyre is considering buying it and turning it into a space for others to process their grief through painting. Don't say anything, Luke. Healthy coping. We love to see it. Also, small win. Nesta is at least still talking to Amren, so progress, even microscopic, still exists. Chapter 16 brings us back to Reese Peasy, who's joking with Azriel and Cassian while very intentionally not telling Cassian about the growing unrest in the Illyrian camps, because nothing says questionable leadership like selective information sharing. We end with a quiet solstice eve at the townhouse, warm, intimate, and almost peaceful, with everyone there except Nesta, which is why it was peaceful. So these chapters are drunk decorating as a coping mechanism, a family confrontation in the worst possible bar of Velaris, Moore getting handed a diplomatic field trip she's not sure she wants, and everyone pretending this is a cozy holiday while actively avoiding at least 3 major problems. So Luke, you ready?
Oh, yeah, no one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it. First, quick shout out, A Novel Escape. I see you there in the Tiki-Talkies. I don't know who you are. Thank you for joining. We do this often, but not
That's Liz.
Often enough. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, if that offended you, Liz, my bad. Let's get going. Some people don't like the GD. I know my mother wouldn't. She'd be like, Luke.
It's true.
Hold on. Luke. I'm not good with her southern accent. It's different than mine. Regardless, this is my favorite section of this book. I don't think it's close.
Your favorite section of this book?
This is my favorite section of this book so far. Absolutely.
Okay. That's not what I thought you were going to say, so I'm excited to hear more.
Absolutely. We get the conversation between Rhys and Moore. Tactically, super smart. Got to get past this.
Yeah.
This animosity from about midpoint, 3/4 through the last book into this book. Got to get through this because there's bigger fish to fry. This was the perfect setting for that concept. they need to get through their thing. They probably have the oldest and most cemented relationship in the series of people that we've known. Actually,
Right.
now that I think about it, they're probably the one that relationship is one. In terms of those qualities. And so getting through the, hey, we might send you somewhere else if you want to go, or you can stay here. I don't actually care, but I'm going to put you to use if you're comfortable with it. And if you want to stay here and be an absolute queen, you can do that too. And she's just like,
Right.
I hear you and I know what you're trying to do here. And I'm in. And he's like, no, but you get to think about it. And she's like, oh, right. You allow me to think about things. I love that. I thought that was really cool. The not resolution. I love that Amryn is still Amryn. And
Yeah.
like they're still frightened of her, even though they're like, no, I could break you like a twig. She's still a phenom, a menace, whatever you want to call her.
Mhm.
She is a menace too.
Yeah.
Like being a menace is not a bad thing. No, let me rephrase. It is a bad thing, but it's not like an evil thing in this situation. It just is a thing.
Menace is one of my favorite nicknames, so all is well.
Shout out Liz. She said, "Hi Luke, I'm sneaky. Came over here, so I'm not so behind the conversation. You call this a conversation? I don't even know if Emily's real. Sometimes it could just be talking to myself.
Wow.
No, it's not you. It's me. These right here, mental issues. So So there's no way someone thinks I'm that funny. That's one of the qualities. Anywho, those two moments are cool. The conversation between Feyre and Nesta harkens back to her leaving to go meet the Weaver during the battle. Very similar energy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that because it reminds me of it actually reminds me of my mother.
Yeah.
Yes, my mother, if I was having an issue, would put the kibosh on familial issues immediately. Yeah, we're not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing this. You're a team. So we're going to figure this out and you're going
Mm-hmm.
to communicate, and you're going to communicate as long as it takes for you to at least have a situation where it's okay. It's beautiful. It's in the eyes. Yeah, it is in the eyes. It's the eyes. It's beautiful, and it reminded me of my mother, and I loved it. I love that Nesta is having her moment to be herself for the first time ever, and everyone's trying to. Well, Feyre's trying to stop her, and I hate that because I'm like, buddy, Nesta's never been a free lady. What are you doing? I hate you for this, but I understand it.
I don't know that it is that they're just trying to rain on her parade. I think it is more like she's doing it in a really petulant baby kind of way.
Correct.
There is a way to do this. And if she was doing it healthily, I think everyone would leave her alone. But she's not doing it healthily.
Listen, I don't hate the decisions at all whatsoever. This is just my point of view from her. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of my bar.
Right.
What are you doing? I'm doing shit. Like,
right.
It ain't about you right now. Stop trying to make shit about you. We've been about you my entire life. You're done. I'm here now. Like, get out of here. There's like you said, there's a way to communicate it. There's a way to be about being. And she's also a walking nuke. And no one's had that conversation with her. She is the nuclear deterrent. And no one,
right.
You know, her relationship with Amryn is super important because they're meeting each other where each other is.
Mm-hmm.
Which is super important, humans. All humans that are watching this. Don't force people to be something. Go meet them where they are. Best way to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Right.
I immediately, when I read, oh yeah, she stops in and talks to Amryn from time to time. They don't really talk. They just kind of are in the same room. It's like, Yeah, Amren's like, yeah, I don't make her do anything. She can literally do whatever she wants. It's beautiful. It's
Mhm.
thoughtful. It's smart. It's like,
Right.
if
Right.
I knew that a friend of mine was having a rough time and they're spending their time doing some shit and I wanted to see them, I would go meet them where they are and be in their space with them while they're doing their thing. I do
Right.
it weekly, actually. To be frank with you, that's how some of my relationships have stayed as long as they have, because I know I just gotta meet them wherever they are.
Yep. We call that body doubling. We just show up. You don't necessarily have to talk or speak. You just are there in the same place.
Therapy corner with Luke is right. Thank you again. It's super important. It can get you in trouble if you're doing it with people you shouldn't do it. Shout out what happened to me earlier this week. I almost got into trouble.
Oh God, there's a story.
I almost got in trouble. But you can do it. Then let's see, the getting fucking hammered part was cool. I love that part. And then oh God, maybe I could teach people to pay to. You're right. Massive eye roll. Like,
I was waiting.
So
yep.
Funny because Rhys still has not complimented her on her capacity for painting. Not once. Pamela did. Pamela.
I don't know. I don't know that. I think he has, hasn't he?
No, I do. I do love. I
like...
love how whimsical she sounds when she talks about it, and no one else talks about anything as whimsically as she's like. Oh, I just think about the painting, how it is in my mind in this moment, and I'm just like, oh, awesome. Whatever. That's how I feel like when I sing sometimes. So I get you, girl. You just keep doing you, dog. You get it. I get it. We get it.
Yeah.
It's all good. This is my favorite section. I was so entertained by this section. Also, keeping Cassian in the dark is a little creepy.
Why is that creepy? Not the word I thought you would choose, but go ahead. Why do you think that's creepy?
Like, there's a few times in this section specifically, and maybe I'm watching the wrong television shows while reading this, but I'm just like, oh, they could just kill Cassian and it wouldn't and they could just solve a problem without Cassian being a problem. They would never do that, right? But like, there's like moments where there's like, oh, we're gonna hide it from Cassian. Oh, we're a little rude to Cassian. Cassian, it doesn't need to be in the know. Like, it is just a few times where I'm just like, oh, is he the dork in the group where they don't trust him to make? Like, there's a few times where I was like, I don't like this. Like,
no, yeah.
Like, Amren calls him stupid a few times, and it's just
a couple of facts were laid out about him in these chapters that I thought was interesting because it wasn't what I thought based on just how he is as a person and his personality type. So like they said something about like how of all of them, Cassian's like the only one that doesn't know how to relax. And I would have thought that would have been Azriel. Like, it sounds much more like an Azriel thing based on how they present in their personalities. Like, Cassian tries to be like the big oaf, like the funny guy. So you would think that he would be able to like just chill and lay around and be lazy.
No, he has ADHD. That's what they're saying. I got it. I got it.
As a person that just continues to create things to do so that I don't have to ever have nothing to do, I get that.
Yeah. Like, I guess I didn't catch that part when I was reading, but he definitely just has ADHD. I mean, it's fine. They're just like, ugh. Hence the pattern recognition with combat. Like, like, mine is like, we talked about this. Mine's pattern. My ADHD thing is pattern recognition.
Right.
Like, I just pick up on random shit for no reason, and sometimes it makes up for it. It's like, oh, like, for example, I almost correctly predicted the score of the Super Bowl this year.
Why?
I was just like, oh, the Patriots aren't that very good. This is going to be a wash. The Seahawks will probably win by X amount, and it was like within 2 points.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't really even need to watch. This is going to be a slaughter. And it was bad. But but sometimes I'll find a pattern, a behavior pattern that is incorrect. Like there are things that I think are part of the same group,
Right.
maybe, that are not
Right.
part of the same group. Right? There are triggers for people that could be triggered from different stimulus that aren't connected at all whatsoever. Maybe a relationship with the parents, maybe how they feel speaking in public, how they do with direct communication. For example, I'm like developing this way of like, this is actually a very good example. I'm trying to develop this way of like hitting on girls in the gym without telling them that they're attractive, right? Without
Okay.
like, and so like you kind of have to like, it's like indirect. It's like indirect, an indirect compliment. So, for example, there was a few days ago, there was a young woman who, way too young for me, by the way. I was really just testing out this theory. Not gonna lie to you, she wasn't like Feyre Rhysand situation, but
I mean, that's a couple hundred years, so kind of be hard to do.
Fair. But she's not 21 is what I'm saying. Remember, we had that clip where I was like,
Yeah.
She,
Yeah.
but I said, so we work out near each other. And one of the things I've noticed about women, and if women aren't attracted to a man, they don't see them. Like if a man isn't attracted to a woman, it's like, ew. But if if a woman isn't attracted to a man, it's literally blind. Like you don't even see them physically. I think I read that somewhere, and then I started noticing that as a pattern. And so this young woman in the gym, I'm in pretty good shape. I'm sleeveless, right? Fucking guns are showing, right? Second Amendment, thank God. And we were in the gym working out, and beautiful, both pretty attractive people, I guess. And I get on the stationary bike, and she gets on a treadmill right next to me, and I'm just like, are we doing this on purpose? Is there a purpose to this? There was not a purpose. So when she got finished before me, and so I kind of tapped her on the shoulder. I said, "Hey, what music are you listening to? Because it's like obviously working." And she showed it to me, and she was like, "The Red Hot Chili Peppers." She just showed me the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I was just like,
Okay.
"That was it." And we just bones, and she walked off. And it was like, okay, that's a decent flirt. Another time, there's another woman in there, not as young, I think, but she was doing pull-ups with weight hanging from her waist, and which is difficult for anybody. More difficult for a lady, unfortunately, biologically. And she got finished, and I walked up to her. It's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you not, like, there's attractive women in here, and some of us are single. And she just laughed at me, and she just whatever. It was funny. So it's indirect, right?
That was pretty direct.
But I maybe wasn't talking about her. We don't know. Impressive. Thank you, Meg. Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive. What I'm saying is Cassian has pattern recognition, and he also asks stupid questions on purpose. I'm coming to find out. Like he's not goofy. He's not doofy on purpose, like on accident. The pull-ups. Oh, okay. Yeah, the pull-ups are impressive too, Meg.
The pull-ups are impressive, not Luke. Because remember, she's on a delay.
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, yeah, thank you. I thought it was a pretty funny thing to say out loud.
No, the pull-ups were impressive.
The pull-ups are impressive. That's why I said it out loud.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Anywho, sorry. That was a weird tangent. We're back now.
No. Yeah, we never left. We're right here. Man. Well, how do you want to do it? Do you want to go through our normal and pop in and see what's up?
I do have a question for you. Little kitchen couch moment. I actually bought a razor. What do you think? Usually
you bought a razor?
Usually I just buzz it. And I just keep it a little longer than this. But I'm like, okay, let's do a little longer mustache and then leave this at the 5 o'clock shadow.
I'm going to be really honest with you. I cannot tell a difference, but maybe that's because I'm not attracted to you. Therefore, you're invisible to me.
Dude, Google this. Google this.
I'm
It's a
sorry, I've
thing.
never heard of that before.
Yeah,
And
Google it.
I see plenty of people, I see plenty of human beings that I am not attracted to. They do not become invisible.
I don't think it's like you would run into them if they, you know what I mean? It's not like they're physiologically invisible.
Uh-huh.
I just think it's like you like not even notice, completely off the radar kind of thing. Dudes will just be like, ew.
I mean, I need more information about this study because it sounds like bullshit.
No, it's okay. I'll call my molecular biologist person tomorrow, and we'll get down to the figures, to the facts.
Please, I would love to see where we got this information.
Double please, I got you, girl.
Yeah.
Let's do the let's start from the beginning, dude.
Okay. Right on. Oh, thank you, Meg. I think women just try not to interact with men, especially in the gym.
I'll be honest with you, I try not to interact with anybody in the gym. So I don't think it has to do with anything in the gym. I'm literally just not very good at talking to people in the gym in general. And so I was like, oh, I want to try this out. I don't hit on people in general. I don't. Kind of sucks. I'm kind of bad at it. I'm not that bad at it. Takes me a little while to think about it.
You could be worse. I've seen worse.
Boy, me too.
Yeah,
me too. Yeah. I thought the counselor line I dropped to my friend was a pretty good one. Yeah.
That was a pretty good flirt one. Yeah,
that was a good one.
I agree with that. So, so right out of the gate, I found this "let's get drunk and decorate with Cassian" thing delightful. Honestly, yes. I would want to get drunk and decorate for Christmas with Cassian. That sounds like I would really want to do that, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And it's on the good wine, too.
Yeah, actually, that's my favorite part. I love that part. I was like, let's go get the good shit. And she's like, okay. And Rhys is like, oh, I see you're drinking the good shit. Fine by me.
Right.
Get the good shit.
They finally, and that it's like some comedy finally, because there's not really a lot of comedy. We haven't had a lot of like happy in the last book. But we have not really had a lot of just like comedy either. And so they finally, Azriel comes in and he's like, oh my God, who let y'all decorate? Like, who said this was a good idea? And he starts trying to fix things because they're just drunk and throwing shit everywhere. So he's trying to like fix it. And then they finally are like, come on, Azriel, have a drink with us. Let's go. Like they are sloppy. And then finally he can't handle it anymore because he's so annoyed by them. So he finally takes the bottle of wine and like finishes it off because there's probably like only like a little bit left, right? The dregs. And so he tips that thing up and drinks it. And Rhys comes in and he's like, aha, I see who's finally been drinking all my wine. And it's like a spit take of Azriel's. And I'm like, this is gold. Comedy gold.
It's so good. I don't think Azriel gets caught with his pants down very often. You know what I mean?
No.
It's it's really good. It's really good.
Absolutely. So I really enjoyed that part. And then let's see what else happened. Moore comes in finally, and Amren. It's like a Christmas processional. Amren apparently looks like an angry snowball. So it's like we're just doing like that slice of life, jokey around bullshit kind of stuff. And I know you love that.
Yes, necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. And so then Elaine comes in. They all sit down for dinner. Elaine's not having a great day. More like, I don't mean more the person, but just like more stuff that's going on as far as snipping back and forth and awkwardness about Azriel and Elaine. Like just constant weirdness.
Yeah, I gotta ask you. Is this the section where she's because there's a lot of little things that happen. Is this a section where Amren's like, you cannot go back to being a human girl?
Yes.
Yeah. That was necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in this one.
Yeah, necessary.
Yeah, she's just like not having a good day. And
Right.
then come to find out it's because she saw Nesta. And Nesta basically was like, I don't ever want to see y'all for any reason. Like I'm not coming to Christmas and I'm not gonna come to anything ever if I can help it, actually. And the whole gang's like, you don't get to talk to her like that, which I think is hilarious because Elaine is, I mean, my least favorite
Go ahead.
character
No doubt.
in the entire series. But it's like, who all stepped in to be like, because it's bad. All of them are like Rottweilers when it comes to
Not my girl, Elaine.
Elaine.
Yeah.
And it's like, how dare you? You can be a bitch to everyone but her. Like, I just don't understand why. I don't understand why.
Yeah, not my girl Elaine is actually my new. Anytime someone talks shit to Elaine now, I'll just be like, not my girl Elaine. Like I'm just gonna drop that on everybody because everyone's like, you mean that delicate flower? What is your deal? Everyone does this. Even Nesta does it. Like Nesta's like, that's my sister. Like, and Elaine's like softer than baby shit, and it's just awesome. So
yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
So anyway, we come to find out they're like, what is going on? And it's because Nesta hurt her feelings. And so she says, I'm not going to come to anything. Blah, blah, blah. And that's what she's like sad and mad. And when Amren's talking about, I don't know, which also was comedy gold. She's like, I don't know why I chose to be a woman. I should have at least chose to be a man. Y'all can pee standing up. Like the world is your toilet.
No, that whole I'm waiting for the Amren you're gonna have a period moment.
Oh,
I don't know if that's in the books, so
I don't think it is, but yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. What if Amren gets pregnant before all of them? I would love that. I hope that happens.
I mean, her and Varian are going at it. I mean, she is getting far more action than anyone in these books combined.
Fuck. She gives no fucks. She wants that guy so bad. It's great.
Yeah, I love it though. It makes me so happy. I also love that he's there for Christmas later. I just love it.
Me too. That part is so awesome.
All right, now how do you feel about the whole like Asriel being like Mrs. Manners at the table with Elaine?
Yeah, I kind of love it. But it adds character. I don't like. I'm on the side of like, this is how he would be all the time, how it's explained.
Yeah.
More than like, that's my girl Elaine. Don't you dare be a bitch around my girl Elaine. like all of them are like, you're rude to Elaine. That's my girl. Like they're all like that too. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yep. Even
he's like, shouldn't you wait, Cassian? And he's like, for what? Gravy? Did I miss the gravy?
Like, did I miss the gravy? I'm the dope here.
Oh, it makes me laugh.
My thing is so interesting, is so non-human about this is like beyond any one of them, like Rhys, Asriel, and Cassian each have maybe 50,000 bodies, maybe like each
in a body count. What are we talking about?
Yeah, body count, like actual dead body count, not like.
Oh, that's what I was trying to figure out what we were talking about.
Yeah, they've each got like, you know what I mean, and they're able to joke around and be facetious and have some sarcasm and not take anything serious. And Cassian's just like, I am good with a sword. I don't know what you want from me. It is interesting, the banter. I mean, like I said, it reminds me a lot of the Age of Ultron, the Avengers sitting around the table talking about who can lift Thor's hammer. Beautiful moment. Love it. That's my girl Elaine.
That's my girl Elaine. How dare you?
She killed the king of Hyperion. That's what happened there. Call back.
Oh my god!
If none of you people watch this, you have no idea what I'm referencing right there.
None. But none. I enjoyed it, and really, that's who it was for. So I appreciate
that. Was for you. That was for you. Did I send you the video that I'm referencing? I did, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
That's why I said it was for me, and I'm good with it.
It's so good. Man,
So,
I miss him. I miss the King of Hybern so much. He's so awesome.
I know. You
I hope we
love the
get more.
baddies.
I don't. If they're a good guy and they're hilarious, I'm into it too. Like if they're funny.
Okay,
I'm in.
yeah. But you just happen to really fall for hard. The two people that are like your favorite characters both happen to be villains. So
I just like unadulterated persona.
Mm-hmm.
Like who are you? I am an unadulterated badass. Like one of my favorite all-time shit talks, a little vulgar, but we're reading romantic smutty stuff. So here it comes. He's like, everybody better duck, because I'm about to turn left, and if you don't, I'll hit you with my dick. I want to hear shit like that. I think it'd be hilarious. I think it would be so funny. The King of Hybern.
Well, stick around, babes. Stick around.
Meg said as plus Elaine. I don't love as and Elaine personally. We can talk about that another time if you really want to, but I don't love it. I also don't love Lucian and Azrael. Sorry, Lucian
and Azrael. I mean, I might be able to get behind it.
Lazriel.
Mm-hmm.
Ayushin.
I'd be okay with a throuple. We haven't had one of those.
Me
I'd
too.
be totally fine with a throuple.
Little London Bridge action.
Eiffel Tower.
Same thing.
Yeah. No, it's not.
I think they both work. I mean, they're about the same.
Yeah.
We won't. That's my girl Elaine.
That's my girl Elaine. Oh, but I do laugh. It makes me laugh because she's talking about how she says, do you know how inconvenient it is to have to pee all the damn time?
We're back on this. Yeah. No, it's not inconvenient.
Like, it is so inconvenient. She's so right. Because I also have to pee all of the time, and finding public restrooms that aren't disgusting. Man.
Can I share
felt that pain, Imran.
Ladies, can I share a secret with you? There's a moment in a man's life where they decide to pee sitting down quite a bit more often than they do, and they don't tell you.
Okay.
Do you all know this? Like
no.
they don't pee standing up for like 70 plus years. That doesn't happen. Like there's a point. Mine's already hit a little bit, not gonna lie to you, where it's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna sit down. I fucking want to sit down so bad. I'm just gonna sit and pee. Meg, what's up? She just said no.
No. Yep. I agree with her. Like there's some mysteries that should remain mysteries for good reason.
Why?
Just because we
like when you're married to a man for a long time and you realize there's like no pee everywhere, it's like, how does this behavior change? What's going on here? And it's like, oh, you're clocking the sitting versus the standing, obviously. All
right, well, we'll be asking Evan about that later. I'm very interested to know.
I didn't want to hear the secret.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm full of them.
You're full of something, all right. We do know that. So anyway, she literally says, at least you can whip it out. Like, did you ever think you'd read the words?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I was gonna read that from Amrit, and I was like, okay, yeah.
At least you can whip it out and go wherever you like without having to worry about spilling on, and then everybody starts laughing. Yeah. It's like, you really don't know how to pee after all this time? Come on. Like, anyway, it's just hilarious little like things that are going on there.
It's really funny.
That's when
it's actually
sadly
it's kitchen couch humor, by the way.
It really is.
It's a kitchen couch conversation, which I love. Yeah. Sorry, sadly.
It just sadly goes into like Elaine asking if she was able to choose and if she could like change. And so Amren's like, there's no going back to being a human girl. And then Elaine's just like immediately pissed. And she's like, yeah, that's not what I was talking about. It's like, that's exactly what you were talking about. But that's fine.
It's exactly what you're talking about.
It's exactly what you were talking about. And so Amren says, Rhys says, you have a spectacular gift for ruining dinner conversation. And I wonder if you could make a career out of it. And Rhys is like, thanks. And Cassian's like, yeah, pick on someone your own size. Like, that's my girl, Lane. Leave her alone.
That's my girl, Lane. Stop it.
And so she says, pick on someone your own size. And Azriel says, I'd feel bad for the mice. And everyone's like, I'm like, oh, that wasn't. Come on, Azriel.
He made a Feyre joke. It's okay.
He did. Like, he did.
He made a. Never mind. He made a Feyre joke.
He did. So she's like, I need to go out after dinner. You want to come with me? And he's like, no, but I will. Let's go. So we go to find Nesta. And she's not at home.
No, she's at the drop in. She is at right? There are peanuts on the floor. Like she's at the honky tonk. She is at the dive bar of Velaris here.
Dive bar on the east side where you at? Like
not a cool
for sure.
Not a cool like hipster dive bar. Not like that place we used to see karaoke where all the bikers were on Tunnel Road that shut down. Rest in peace.
Matt Kells, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Man, we have been in some crazy bars. Some of them don't. Most of them don't exist now. Anyway.
No, rest in peace, all of them.
R.I.P. Ale House.
Ale House. Almost got arrested.
I almost did. We both almost did actually that night. It was bad. That is the only night of my life that I don't fully have recollection of, just so you're aware of. It is the only night of my whole life that I don't have full recall.
Yeah, let's just say vandalism took place.
I do have recall of that. That I do have recall of.
Vandalism happened.
Yeah, and I remember just like the very, very insane amalgamation of people that were there. But yeah, anyway. So she's at this seedy dive bar, and it's called the Wolf's Den. Harken back.
Lame.
To a woof. To a woof from the first book. But anyhow, he's like, yeah, you can go in, and I'll just like stay right here, because I don't want to. So we hit the next chapter.
Look, okay, so I totally got that, and I was reading the next part of the next chapter, and then I was like, yeah, he can't go in. He's the fucking king. He's the Lord, like the most recognizable person on the planet, in their universe, I guess, maybe not on the planet. He cannot go in to places like
to the seediest bar.
No, what I'm saying is like he will if he goes in and has something to do with Nesta, it makes life worse for Nesta.
Oh, got it.
Like he cannot go. Like it
right.
It's not him. But I know, like while we were in the second scene, I was like, yeah, absolutely, do not come in this bar. Like,
right.
It's not a situation where it's like, don't let your kids inside the grocery store; or they'll make a fucking mess.
Right.
It's also not like, don't let the president come in, or people will recognize him.
Right.
Them.
I mean, they recognize her too, but she's got like familial rights in that situation.
Yeah. It makes it's I do like when they walk in and she's like playing cards and beating the shit out of these dudes in cards, and I'm just like, absolutely, Nessa.
Mm-hmm.
Is she using mind powers? Maybe. We don't know.
Nah, she doesn't have them.
We don't know. I don't know that. Thanks for ruining it.
Well, everything that we know is that her power is death. We don't necessarily know anything about her being a Damati of any kind.
Well, a Damati isn't the only mind reader maybe in this universe. Also, all we know is that she has spiritual connection to the cauldron, which gives her power.
True.
That's all we actually know. So it's whatever the cauldron can do. So,
but we don't actually know how that affects anything now, because the cauldron exists but doesn't, but it does. We don't know. We need an update. We have not received an update really about this.
So let me ask you this, going back a little bit, speaking of that specifically. Amren said, you can't go back to being a human girl. Comma girl. Punctuation is important. Hey, punctuation is important. We are
Right.
an Oxford comma group here. If you don't like the Oxford
Yes, we
comma,
are.
get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. Stay. But seriously. Um,
I'm a staunch defender of the Oxford comma, so I appreciate it.
Punctuation is important. Like, there's a difference between I'm having Coke and popcorn, and I'm having Coke, popcorn, and M&Ms. And also, I'm having Coke, popcorn, and M&Ms. Those are different things.
Mm-hmm.
Because one is, you could say, is a mix, and the other one isn't. Right?
Right.
Punctuation matters.
Right.
Amryn says you're going back. You can't go back to being a human girl. Was that aimed at us?
What do you mean?
Like, this isn't a plot point in the future. Like, this was her. It was like the end of a chapter for Elaine, obviously. It's meant to be a bookend for Elaine. Like, oh, you're now like very aware you're Fae forever.
Right.
This is your thing. But is it also for us? Like, you're never could be here. Like, this is the end of that plot point for you in the cauldron and all this bullshit. Like, you're never going back to being human. Do you think?
Yeah.
That happens a lot in this series, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't think it was for us. I do think it was Amryn.
Or is it just a character moment for Amryn?
Yeah, I think it's like she's really good at clocking the root cause of why someone is upset or mad or pissed or whatever.
Right.
And she also doesn't have the people skills.
Social etiquette. Got you.
Social etiquette. To not say anything about it. So I think that's part of it. You good?
Yeah, there's just hearts on my TikTok screen because I'm like doing stuff. I didn't know this was happening.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome.
Look at you.
Nope.
So happy for you.
Awesome. Cool.
Just hitting her while she was down. Oh, see, Meg is even not my girl Elaine. Sorry.
Nesta's living life. Wait, did I miss the part? Where did what?
We were talking about when she was in the bar and playing cards and having a good time.
Yeah, it just says Nesta's living life. Yeah, Nesta's doing her thing.
Yeah, she's just living her life. She's doing her thing. But then, yeah, Amryn's just kind of like it is kind of punching somebody when they're down.
Yeah, but no. So Feyre walks in and they have a very, contentious conversation.
Right.
That leads to nowhere. Essentially, Nesta gets it across to her like, fuck off. And then Feyre's like, but what about Christmas? It did sound like crybaby Feyre, like drunk crybaby Feyre a little bit. It did.
Yes,
it did.
No.
I love it. I love her intention.
Yeah.
And it just
okay, so a couple things about this one. Is like they are mind speaking back and forth to each other, her and Rhys, and then Nesta says, "Is that mate of yours going to stand in the cold all night?"
Yeah, that was cool.
And she's like, "Who says he's there?" And she says, "Well," she like snorts and says, "Where one goes, the other follows." Yeah. And then they get into like, why weren't you there? Elaine wanted you to be there. And she's like, I kind of wanted you to be there, but I don't want to tell you that. And then she's like, well, why don't you come like and have like solstice is the day after tomorrow? And it says nothing, not a blank. So you also have to remember solstice is her birthday. And
I forgot.
You forgot about that. Yeah. So solstice is her birthday, and it's kind of like, hey, I want my family to be there, and I want like you to want to be with me on my birthday, but I don't want to ask for you to have to spend time with me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of not communicating.
I so relate. Like, I do not want to have to remind anyone or beg to spend time with anyone when it's my birthday, so I get it. Like, I fully get why she's having this conversation this way.
Yeah. I get it too. It isn't how I like to roll on my birthday. So, but she also is telling everyone she doesn't want to acknowledge her birthday, even Rhys. So,
true. But she says, "What's it gonna take to get you to come to like?" And she says, "For Elaine's sake or for yours?" She's like, "For both. Like, what are we gonna do?" And she just refuses the whole time, gets straight up nasty about it. And then as she's getting ready to leave, because she's like, clearly, I should have known that if Elaine couldn't make this happen, I certainly cannot make this happen because
like what?
I'm not her favorite person.
Yeah.
And so she stands to leave, and as she's about to leave, Nesta's like, "Oh, by the way, rent's due." She's like,
Nesta's like, rent's due. It's like, you think I give a flying fuck about rent? I'm rich, bitch. I don't care about money. That's exactly what I thought when I was like, who cares about fucking rent? And Nesta's like, no, I want to pay it, which is weird. And
no, she's asking Feyre for money to pay rent.
Oh,
because she doesn't have a job.
Oh,
she's not doing anything with her life.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought she was like, by the way, I have to pay you for rent. When are we going to make this happen?
No, she refuses. She could be rent-free, living in a nice place. She's living in the slums, refuses to take any jobs that she's been offered. Multiple job offers.
I'm dumb. Cool. You just chalked that one up to me being dumb.
And then she's like, rent's due, by the way. Can you handle that? And Feyre's like, no, bitch, I can't. Not until you get your ass to the house for dinner. How about that?
Just show up to dinner. You'll be good. We'll figure it out.
And I'm like,
yeah, I'm with that 100%. So I thought it was the other way around. I thought she was like, hey, rent's due. And she's like, show up at the house. You can pay it then. That's which I thought would have been the same. It's basically the same thing, except for she has way less power in your situation. So yeah, dude, oh my God. If my fucking brother,
right?
Yo, I would have burned that place to the ground. That bar would have gotten, right. I would have used my powers to burn that bar to the, it's like, oh, you like this bar? Guess what?
Yeah.
It is ashes.
Right.
It is ashes. And whose fault is that? Check the mirror, bitch.
Yours.
Check the mirror. I think using, by the way, the O mirror, because I don't remember what it's actually called, the O mirror as like,
Ouroboros.
Like, hey, you want to know what you're being right now? You're being this. A monster. Fucking chill. But you can't do that because fantasy rules dictate you can't do that. So let's go back to, she basically was like.
Also, like everyone else has gone crazy, so.
Rents do.
Bear was like the only one that's lived through it.
I would love for Nesta to be like Rents do, and Favor's like, I'm so sorry. Right. So I owe you what in this situation? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you want me to just let you continue to live like an asshole? So you get to be an asshole on my dime? Cool. Yeah. No. And cuts her off, and then she like marries some rich Valerian person. And like just uses them for their money and then murders them. And she becomes the Black Widow.
She becomes a Black Widow.
That's a total Nesta move, by the way.
Yeah, I think
that's actually in character.
And honestly,
we have an 800-page book sitting right over there. It could just be called A Court of Black and Widows or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would probably respect her more.
I wish she had.
If she did that, than just sitting around like complaining. And yet again, letting her baby sister handle everything for her. Like constantly.
Yeah. I would probably start a group of people who think that like Rhys is a bad influence and leader in the city and become a vigilante if I was Nesta. And like spray paint over all the paintings.
It's an option. They do hate each other.
You're the reason why this place crumbled. Not you are the problem. It just become like an absolute like horrible person, like a villain.
Yeah.
Like France circa like 19 or 1880 something.
Yeah, that's definitely an option for sure. And if maybe she were a little, I don't know, less depressed and more spiteful, maybe she
I
could get it
still
done.
don't like, and I'm glad we have like a massive novel to figure out what's inside Ness's brain. I still don't get it. Like there was this really sweet moment where Nesta and Feyre and my girl Elaine were like sleeping together after she was saved by Feyre. Like that was a pretty cool moment. It was very
Right.
silly. And then suddenly like she watched her dear old daddy die, who was horrible. And like
Right.
I don't get it. I'm like I'm lost on why Nessa's what's up her asshole.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, TBD.
Okay.
TBD. So that brings us to 14, which is Rhysand. We're in Reese PC, and this is the more Rhysand conversation. So I know that you enjoy and liked this part. But he at least is like, I wasn't stupid enough to believe that even though the war had ended, all wounds had been healed, especially like me and more. So like he knew things were not great. And he needed to handle that sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So he gives her options, which is the Rhys thing. Rhys is always like, you have a choice. You can do this or you can do that. But it's totally up to you.
Yeah. Like, and not only you can do this or that, but I support you 100% in either one. So it's not just like,
Mm-hmm.
like, because in a lot of,
it's not an ultimatum.
It's not an ultimatum. It's also not like, hey, you like, I'm not, I have like, not, it's not that I have no stake in this. It's like, I have stake in both.
Mm-hmm.
And I need, like, you're going to do one or the other because I've stake in that. So you're going to get 100% of my backing on whatever you choose here.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
But
well,
you know, wait, hold on. Do you understand what I mean though? That like, there's a lot of times when people are given choices. And it's like, hey, you can choose this or this. I don't actually care which. And people feel unsupported in their choice when they go and do it. Like they're just like, hey, go do it. Now you got it. You chose it. It's all you. It's like, no. Not only is it all you, but I'm supporting you in that too. Like 100%, we're behind you. You go off and be the best you could possibly be, and I got you. But I think that's it. I think it's beautiful.
She does make like a little bit of a joke though, because she's like, yes, I have a choice, and I thank you, I appreciate that. But also, who else are you gonna send? Amren? Because like we all know that I'm the person for this job. Like we know that it's gotta be me.
Dakota Lot said, what is your favorite Pop-Tart?
For me, grape. They don't make them anymore. You can only get them seasonally on special occasions, but grape Pop-Tarts.
It's apple cinnamon, which is the correct answer.
No, thank you.
Sadly mistaken. Hit us with your favorite Pop-Tart if you don't mind, Liz, while we're sitting here. But the shout out to what is it called? Bucksberry? No, it's the purple. It's the purple one with the blue highlights.
Like the Razzle Dazzle.
No, it's not Razzle Dazzle. It's called something berry. It's pretty good. I got a question. Why don't they put fucking icing all over it? Just cover it with icing. What are we doing?
That's we can now.
Dumb. Wildberry. Dakota Lots Wildberry. Wildberry shout out is a close second. Cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon. Obviously, Liz. Obviously. What are we doing? There's adults
just the regular cinnamon, not apple.
That's my girl Liz. Don't talk shit about my girl Liz.
I would never. Because she's actually mine.
The cinnamon brown sugar.
Girl, my girl. Oh, that was good. We hit a perfect. Yeah, that was good.
Thanks. Okay. The cinnamon brown sugar is unbelievable. It's the best one.
It is good.
And you can have it cold and hot. It's really good. It's really tasty. Wildberry's so good though.
I can only eat like once a season, so I can't even eat a whole box. Like I wish I could just get one individual one of the pumpkin spice.
Oh.
Just once. I only want one, and you put it in the microwave, and it's good. But I only need one. Then I'm
good with 3 bites. I tried this thing, and I really like it, where you take a skillet and you fry it in butter.
Pretty good. Hell yeah. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, so come to find out, the reason why we need to go ahead and get through this is because Keir is going to be coming to Velaris soon, because that is part of the bargain that they struck. They needed his Darkbringer army to be able to defeat Hybern. And part of that is the reason why things are bad and not so great with Mor, is because Kier gets to come to Velaris, which was like her only safe space.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm ready for her to kill. I'm ready for Kier to be dead.
Oh, I think all of us are ready for that.
Kier's reached his final level. Dakota Lot's left, but hit us with a oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah, but I'm ready for Mor to be like, I accept who you are, and if you step into my lane, I'm just gonna murder you. Like there's it's the 5th stage of grief, right? Acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's right. It's the 5th stage. Like I'm ready for that to be a thing. I'm ready for Mor to be like, oh, I accept what happened to me in my past. If you get in my way, I'm going to murder you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
We're done. We're done with this bullshit. You don't get to be a jerk anymore. If you're gonna be a jerk, I'm just gonna stick a knife to the back of your neck, like our girl Elaine.
Yeah, we can't. We'll be like flagged for violence, like we were last time, if we talk too much about that kind of stuff.
Well, apparently they only target white women.
Apparently,
because I have talked about violence many times, and other things.
Yeah.
Like islands south of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what he does say is the reason why he's trying to give her this task. So you know how like Rhys gives jobs for a purpose?
Yeah. It's a coping mechanism.
Correct. Well, so his thing is she's been cooped up in Velaris for too long, and she needs to get out. She needs to go see other people. And he says she's been cooped up within the borders of this court for too long. The war barely counted, and it wouldn't happen in a month or perhaps a few years, but I could see it, the invisible noose tightening around her neck with every day that she spent here.
Yeah.
So Velaris is her happy, safe space. It's where her family is. She's like really mad that Kier gets to come in now, but at the same time, she needs a little vacay. She needs to go travel a boot. And be some new places.
Yeah, I mean, Lucian and Mor are doing their walkabout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is cool. It's part of their journey. It makes sense that like, oh, Rhys and Feyre are together, so Lucian and Mor need to go do their walkabout. That makes sense. It's part of it's standard storytelling. Sometimes you need to do a walkabout.
Right.
Come back with some more nuanced thoughts and ideas.
That brings us to 15. So we're back in Fey's head. And she's gone Christmas shopping.
Yeah, we got to talk about painting.
Yeah, we're going to go Christmas shopping, trying to find something to buy. And then Rhys is also like, I need to buy something for Feyre for her birthday and for Christmas. What are you getting her? And Mor's like, I'm not telling you what I'm getting her.
I love that like Rhys actually asked her and Feyre had the thoughtfulness to not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going back to Feyre, the silk, the wool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's in this chapter.
Cool moment. Like, oh, I've developed this depression fabric that is unbelievable and is almost it's like you want to look away. It's so dark. You almost can't see it. That, and then the other one, the silver one that means hope. I was like, hell yeah. What a cool fantasy thing. This is smart. It fits into the narrative because of the Weaver. There's a lot of cool moments. Oh yeah, Meg thought that was also awesome. Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah. I think a lot of people look over that, to be frank with you. Those who are fans of the book, they're like, oh, this is kind of just another moment. And I'm like, no. That's actually a cool fantasy thing. Like, what if they made clothes that are made from that fabric, so that it was it's fabric that, so for those who aren't in the know, white is light reflective. This isn't that white. It's a little dirty, obviously, or it would reflect even worse. That's why I don't wear clean shirts, I guess. But black is not reflect. It absorbs light, right? That's why things get hot when they're black. So this wool is darker than black. It's the darkest you could possibly get. It absorbs light, and if it absorbs light, it can and use light to see. You know, it could remove your capability from noticing it. at all completely.
Right.
If it's
Right.
black enough. Which is awesome. So,
Yeah.
anywho, I thought it was kind of cool.
I also think it's cool. What did you think about the your girl Elaine having a little bit of a therapy moment with Feyre, because Feyre was like, I just don't know what to get him. I don't want to get him this. I don't want to get him that. And she's like, you don't want to get him anything because you think that spending money is frivolous, but that's actually their tradition. And here, that's how they celebrate. So how about you just like get on board and buy them presents?
I thought it was
and
funny
stop
where
being
she
a
was
bitch
like,
about it.
I thought she was funny. It was pretty funny that Feyre was like, oh, that was oddly very thoughtful.
Like, oh,
Feyre was like, that's pretty smart from you, Elaine. Good. Okay.
actually, huh?
Good thought, Elaine.
Maybe the cauldron gave you a brain cell. Good for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't have. It's raining. She didn't have that moment. It was
right.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty insightful, thoughtful. So
yeah, there was like
yeah,
interesting, thoughtful. Yes.
Yeah. And so that's why we come upon and find the Weaver. It is a very sweet story and all the things. She looks to go try to find something else, and she comes back to it. So like they have a moment where it's like, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thanks. This is great. And then they leave, look around, shop some more. And then she comes back at the end of the day. And she's like, hey, I just need to ask you, like, how did you keep going? Like, so she has this like sweet moment with the Weaver.
Yeah. And so I got to tell you, I love the moment. We can skip past it because this is singing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sing enough.
Same.
And I know it. And I am probably as good at singing as Feyre is at painting. Legit, though. Okay. I wanted to see how you'd react to that. I did, because I did. I wanted to see how exactly you would react to that. And you almost went on my bad side. You were this close to being on my bad side.
Wow.
You did fine. I
was waiting for the punchline.
There was a punchline.
Like, I was clearly.
I was gonna see how.
Clearly.
I was gonna see how, if you would say, buddy, you're clearly a better singer than she is a painter. Let's not be too weird about it. Or, no, Luke, come on. But no, you're just like, hilarious. Like, which is the right answer.
I know.
Because I don't think I'm a good singer. And I know I'm a good singer. So it sucks, right? It's one of those moments. And that's how I feel about Feyre and her painting. Like, she sucks, but she might be good.
But it brings her joy. So she does it.
But the way she talks about it is so inflated. It's kind of funny.
It is, though.
It's so inflated. Like, buddy.
I don't know. I'm not an artist. Like, I cannot draw. I cannot do any of those things. So I don't know if it is or isn't. Maybe other people walk around and think about it in those, like, framing things like that and like titling the pieces. Maybe that is normal.
So William,
but it just seems really cliche.
My older brother is a phenomenal artist and like doesn't even think that he is. It's wild how good he is. I'm horrible. Kelly is unbelievable. Like, she could put pen or whatever to paper and it's like, oh, you made this from your head. You didn't like spend hours, that you just made it. This is wild. They're both so talented and they don't think they're very good, which is crazy to me. Because I can't keep it inside the lines. So I'm fucking horrible. And so when I can't imagine either one of them thinking like, oh, I need to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine it. So
yeah. It seems really cliche. I'm not gonna lie. This part is lame for me. I don't love this part.
But I do love the concept of the wool and what it means.
Oh, absolutely. That part I love. Like, that part is fantastic. But how it, like, what it becomes in the next chapter is not my favorite thing.
So the next chapter is a little bit strange because she's inside the shop and then she escapes out of it. She runs into Rhys because, you know, the other shopkeeper is in there cleaning for the owners. And it's like, yo, you can literally just buy this spot. We know you can. Like, what are you doing? The owners are down at the beach. You just pop down there and be like, honey, look, I'm buying your spot. You can manage it, but it's going to be my spot, literally. I just need a place to paint. She could literally do that. And it would be a problem, but no, we're having insecurities happen. And then so while she's walking out, she bumps into Rhys, I guess, right after the conversation with Moore. And they have like a lunch break, which is kind of like an office lunch break, which I think is really kind of cute. And they talk about exactly what's happening, and Rhys is like providing man solutions, which is hilarious that she's just like, no, and all of them are perfectly acceptable solutions. Essentially, I'm hungry. It's like, all right, let's go here. You choose. Let's go here. No, I don't want that. It's like, honey, you don't get to tell me I choose, and then you don't want to go to like Popeyes or whatever. I planned that while you took a drink right there. That was on purpose. I was hoping to get a spit take. I didn't think Popeyes would get it, but shout out.
She's got great control. So
shout out to the shout out to the A&W in Waynesville. Love that place. Is it still open?
No.
Damn.
It's been gone for many years. It's now a Verizon, unfortunately.
I can't tell that story here. Never mind.
Nope.
Let's just say I saw something I never thought I'd see ever again. I never thought I'd see, and I've never seen one since in that A&W. And it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. So it's number 1 overall.
Wow. We'll have to talk about that offline because now I'm interested because I thought I knew what the story was and now I'm not sure that I do. So
it has to do with an ostrich.
I definitely don't know what we're talking about. We're going to have to talk about that offline.
Shout out A&W. I actually love the burgers there. The food there is pretty good.
Oh my God.
So they have this like lunch break conversation. It's really cool. It's interesting. Rhys is doing dude stuff. Then Rhys is finally kind of fed up and is like, okay, well, whatever it is you want to do. And she's like, you think people would like feel better if they got a chance to paint after what's happened here? And he's like, yeah, sure. Probably. You know, I have been just giving people jobs to do to help them. So, well, whatever. I'm with you on it. And she's like, okay, I'll think about it. And nothing comes from it. And then he just leaves and goes, has a meeting with Cassie, and then she just goes somewhere else. It's a kind of a boring chapter. However, the next chapter I love.
Which part? The part where we're talking about
anything that's like man stuff. I'm man. Because I don't think you guys get how true it is. I've not been in a relationship in a long time. But the thoughts that Rhys has while Feyre is walking around in front of him. Ding, 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 ding. Perfect. That is perfectly correct. And even Amren's like, yo, pipe it the fuck down. With this.
She's like, you're disgusting. Like, we are trying to eat here.
Yeah, we're in. You like there are people here. You're in public, dog.
Yeah.
The scent, the way she says scent is so funny to me. And by this time, Varian's here, and so there's like a whole scene after this with Varian that's so adorable and awesome. And Varian's like Varian and Lucian just need to go and have a full on adventure of like side characters. I would call it side quest.
A court of side quests.
A court of side and quests. Sides and quests.
A court of side kicks and quests.
It would be like The Nice Guys. You know what I'm talking about? The movie The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe and old dude from, what's it called?
Yeah.
Barbie. But anyway, Lucian and Very just going on a side quest would be fucking awesome.
Well, the first like conversation we have is like the guys. So guy time.
Very dudes.
When like
very much dudes. Yeah.
Cassian like shows up and he like just dumps his shit on the bed and it's like just weapons, like so many weapons. And he's like, "You brought weapons to Christmas? Like, what are you doing?"
Kind of awesome. Yeah, you gotta respect
like,
the game.
He's like, "Some of those might be gifts, dummy, and also like sometimes like chicks bring their jewelry and I just bring all my knives."
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. We are for it.
So kind of cute.
It's really cute. The other, so they had this moment, then they're downstairs. Elaine shows up like right in the nick of time at the bell ring. More immediately is like, "Here."
And I will say we also, let me just back up 1 second because we were talking about Lucian like on his walkabout. We have not seen Lucian, but we've talked a lot of shit about Lucian.
And we've also talked a lot about Lucian. Not just a lot of shit, but also like a lot.
Correct. Like he's been around. We've been discussing like where he's at and what he's doing. But he's getting like, so they're talking about how they're in a really small room and the bed is teeny tiny because they're big Illyrian dudes and they're like living in a doll bed. And he's like, "Yeah, it's better than the attic." And then Cassian's like, "Poor Lucian." Like they stuffed Lucian in the attic. If he shows up, like he's staying in the attic.
So that's funny. My other thing was like, Cassian don't have a place to live.
And they're like, he's like, "Bro, dude, don't you want to like get your own spot?" And he's like, "Why would I need a spot? I don't need a spot. Like my spot's at your house."
I have a bed.
Which reminds me a little bit of that video that we did. And the reason why is because somebody commented on it today on TikTok. But when you were like, "Get out of my house. We're trying to make babies in this house. Like, get out. We're adults. Don't stay with me. Get your own hotel room. Like, go away."
Yeah.
And that energy is in this chapter.
Yeah. So I'm going to say it because I thought this. Of course Nesta won't sleep with you, you fucking loser. Get your own place.
I mean, her standards are very low. She's living in the slums. Like, the standard is low.
She's occasionally taking a gentleman home. Okay?
Sounds like she's living in her, like, slut era, and that's not shaming. Like, listen, get it, girl. Get it. No,
absolutely. Have a blast. We're here for you.
Please.
We want you to win.
Yeah.
So much so that I don't even want to be around you while you're doing this. Have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Obviously, Feyre is judging you, which sucks. But get a house. Fucking Cassian, you sometimes when you anyway, I just I'm not we talked about this before. Status dating is terrible.
Right.
But get a house, bro. You're not broke.
No.
Cassian is in the line at her door. Cassian is in the line at her door. What does that mean?
Like, she's got a rotating door. Cassian would like to be in line for Nesta.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
You don't think Cassian would like to be with Nesta?
Oh, I think Cassian would like to be with Nesta. I don't think he'd want to be inside of that rotating door. I think Cassian wants to be a different kind of role.
Yeah.
Yes.
He wants to be the one and only. Dare you to let me be? You want to
dare you to let me be? There's people sleeping next to her, brother. There's kids. There's kids going to school tomorrow. I love it. I'm over here hitting D flats.
My bad for teeing you up like that. But yeah, anyhow. So that's happening. That conversation happens. We're not talking to Cassian about what's going on as far as like what's happening in the camps. Do you have any thoughts or care about that situation?
No, it seems like fodder for the next book.
So there you go. Then
Oh, they
Here we
talked to
go.
Varian about the summer solstice. Do you guys celebrate the
Yeah.
winter solstice? He's like, nah, dog, we don't. And then they're like, how about the summer? He's like, it's pretty dope. And then perhaps we should have invited him. They're talking about his boss,
Tarquin.
Tarquin.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then Rhys is like, yeah, don't fucking invite Tarquin. We want him to feel normal here, not like he has to be on his fucking P's and Q's. And which I get, you know. But Feyre had staring at the clock with her. This isn't coming. Meh. You invited her for tomorrow. And it's okay. Meh. And then he says, and then he does the to old family and to new. Let the solstice festivities begin. Hashtag we love Harry Potter. So
Hashtag we love Harry Potter. I love you.
Yeah.
I do love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I
enjoyed that. The last and the back end of this chapter, I really enjoyed.
I really enjoyed this section better than all those. Like this section it had all of the makings of it was like the perfect ebb and flow for me. Yes.
Good. Well, I'm very happy for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. A lot of girl shit.
Yeah, but good girl shit.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. All girl shit is good stuff.
Nah, man. There are layers to this shit. We know that. There's like boys being boys is awesome. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's not.
I just want you to know that I was hanging out in person with Liz this weekend. I know, it was great. I loved it. And we were having a conversation, and literally at the end of it, we were winding it down, and she goes, yeah, this is what Luke would refer to as girl shit right here.
It's girl shit.
So we did. We had girl shit. Liz and I did girl shit this weekend, and then we thought of you.
Oh.
We were like, girl shit, high five. That was great.
Girl shit. Girl shit's hilarious, by the way. We love girl shit.
Yeah. We had a great time. It was great. So do you want to know the next?
I would love to know the next chapters. That would make my day.
Excellent. Well, I live to serve. So chapter 17 through 21. So you're going to end on 196. And then we will only have 2 sections left of this book. So it'll be 17 through 21 and then 22 to the end.
Awesome. Yeah,
we'll
like
be
I said,
done with this little novella.
Awesome. Who's gonna get laid in this book? Because we are talking about smut and not a soul's gotten laid except for Amren. So,
and it's been off page. So.
Right. So, and I don't know that I want to even know what they do. Right. I would rather that just be in my brain.
Yeah.
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 I don't like, because I imagine it's some, like my brain is like.
It's weird. It's like delightfully weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like.
Same, Meg.
Can't wait for a reaction to the next book. Yeah, apparently
we've literally just been reading all these books together.
That's what she's been saying.
To get to the next one. Yeah.
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 Apparently there's some red face moments that are going to appear.
We're going to kick it up a notch when it comes to some of the spice levels.
We've been talking about this for maybe 6 months. Actually,
it has not been 6 months.
We started
this in November.
Well, we're in the 3rd month, so 5 months.
We started in November, so
that's 5 months. What do you move my bad? So 5 and 6. I think who's gonna get laid in this book?
It doesn't feel like it's been that long.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun. So gonna get laid in this book. It's not gonna be more, but I do want more to get laid soon. Do not read it.
Do not read it in public.
Oh no, I'm going to read in public. I'm probably gonna read with mesh shorts on too.
That's a really bad idea.
No, it ain't. I'm gonna read with mesh shorts on a really tight t-shirts.
That is a bad idea.
right in the middle of the bar. I'm just gonna sit there with a leg crossed, just like with my elbow pad coat on, like I look like a professor, but I'm reading smut novels.
Mm,
Excuse me, Professor Haynes.
that
We'd like to
that
speak to
is
you.
a picture. That's
We'd like to
definitely a
speak to you.
picture.
I don't think Moore's getting laid. I definitely don't think Cassian's getting laid.
Well, Moore already got laid.
I'm talking about in this book.
In the last one. Oh yeah.
But I don't think she's gonna put that. We might get a Feyre and Rhys moment.
I think there's only going to be
not.
one. I think there's only going to be one. We only have 2 sections left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's only, and we have a full solstice to go through, right? So like, there's 2 massive
and it's her birthday. So who's going to get laid?
I forgot.
Who do you think's going to get laid?
Usually it's not the birthday girl, but I hope it's her.
What do you mean it's not the birthday girl?
Sometimes the birthday person doesn't get laid. Sometimes the birthday person doesn't get laid. I said it twice. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's probably going to be Feyre.
If that's been your experience. It's not been my experience because in my experience, the birthday girl gets what the birthday girl wants.
Okay. So outside of Feyre, is anyone else
especially if she's married to Rhysand?
Yeah, Rhysand wants it so bad all the time, and I get it. Fuck, dude. When I had a girlfriend, buddy, I did not want it. It was constantly like, no, like right now. All the time, right now.
You did not?
Huh?
Did you say you did not?
No, I wanted to hook up all the time. Like my entire question running through my head to the other person was, I mean, like right now. Now I'm in.
Now
I'm in right now. I'll find a way.
Isn't that not hashtag most men?
Yeah, that's why I think this whole Rhys moment is fucking dope.
Right.
Like it's actually real. You people think it's a joke. It's not a joke. That's real.
Yeah.
But if it's not Feyre, then I think it's
also who's you people. You people.
You fans of these books.
You people don't think it's real. We do think it's real. Well, we at least hope it's real. I will say, like,
yeah,
we want to know about that. We want to read about like men wanting their women so much.
I think my experience is that like when it said that, oh, guys are just horny dogs, right? It's mainly dudes in like relationships. It is other dudes, but like dudes in relationships are the horniest dudes that live.
Well, they're like usually the ones having less sex, so I feel bad for them.
That's part of it. That is part of it, but also they're usually like they're the ones who like, oh, but opportunity is less. The opportunity is much easier than it used to be when I was a single man.
There's more access.
Right.
That's what you're.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and the presentation is in front of you more often.
Right.
Because even though I talked about talking to girls at the gym, which I don't like doing, I hardly ever talk to women or people in general. So,
well, law of large numbers, you got to talk to more women, and then you eventually will meet.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Okay.
We're
good.
working on it.
Good.
Okay, so that's I think I've obviously Feyre's getting laid, but I really, I must kind of hoping my girl Elaine would get it. My girl Elaine, you talking about girl Elaine? I was hoping my girl Elaine would get some, but I don't think she's.
How's that gonna happen? Lucian's not even been in this book.
Listen to you talking about Lucian is the only one that could lay with Elaine.
I mean, she's mated.
I don't know. We've already talked about that. Don't fucking matter.
Yeah, I get it. But also, it kind of matters politically. Also, yeah, like mostly politically matters.
Okay. I often wonder. This is boy brain stuff. How many people are having sex right now in this very moment around the world? What's the number? If there's 300 and if there's like 7 billion people, I mean, are we above 1 billion people having sex right now?
I don't know. How about you ask ChatGPT?
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask ChatGPT. I don't need my my rhythm ruined. But you can ask ChatGPT.
on average at any given time are having
See if
sex?
there's any way to know.
How many people on average at any given time are having sex? A commonly cited estimate is that 4 to 5% of the world's population is having sex at any given moment.
Well,
So
there you
if
go.
that's global population 8 billion, 4 to 5% is 320 to 400 million people.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
There
Now
you
let's ask
go.
it the other part. Let's ask it the actual question that everyone actually wants to know. How many people on average at any given time are watching porn?
Oh, I didn't realize that was what we actually wanted to know.
Well, it is because there's a partner. If you spread it across time, it suggests roughly 5 to 10% of the internet users are on adult sites at any given moment. Global internet users 5.3 billion, 5 to 10% active at a time. That's 250 to 500 million people. So it's about the same.
So here's my issue with that.
Yeah,
What are we
not
calling? No, yes, but also what are we calling pornography? Because it is different for folks.
TikTok didn't take me
What?
down. Don't say
Good
it.
for you.
Don't say
Good
it.
for you.
Don't say it, Emily.
Good for you.
Don't say anything.
Good for you.
They're gonna get you and not me. Obviously, you're a
Good
white
for you.
woman. They don't like white women, obviously.
I mean,
It's so
you
fucked
said
up.
it. You said it.
All right.
But my point is, like, okay, so for example, do you know about Quinn? Do you know about audio erotica?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is not getting counted, I'm sure, because it's not watching it. Also, like what I like to call cliterature, which is I'm going to read. Exactly, Meg.
Exactly.
Exactly, Meg. I'm going to be reading erotica, which is cliterature. So I have a bookmark that's like, I don't watch porn, I read it like a fucking lady. Like, yeah. Same.
Oh, I think so. The number is a good bit higher.
I'm pretty sure it's higher.
So
That's what I would say.
You think more people are engaging in what some would assume is lewd singular acts to themselves, possibly, than people are having sex. You think it's one more than the other?
Absolutely.
What's up, Philly?
Absolutely. There's a lot of really lonely men and women. So I am sure that the numbers should be higher for self-pleasure as well as like watching or ingesting whatever form of pornography that you are wanting.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm glad we covered this. This is actually important to this content. Because if we're not on the same page on this, it's going to be tough to continue.
More than you know.
More than you know is correct, I think. We got 2 more sections. Do you want to do a little kitschy couchy stuff or no? I got stuff to share, but if you can't, you can't.
Well, what do you have? Tempt me with the menu. Because I have a lot to do, but if you can tempt me, I am right here already. So
I had another Thursday.
Yeah.
Issue with my friend. With
your Thursday friend.
My Thursday friend. So did we talk about my Thursday friend already?
Yes.
Hold on. Did we talk about this? Have we been? Was it Wednesday that we were together before, or was it Friday?
Wednesday.
So we had another Thursday thing.
Okay. Is this new or is this counselor?
Counselor.
Okay.
Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
There's apparently there's a little more drama happening in that moment than I thought there was.
Oh, do tell.
Behind the scenes.
Tell.
And I was communicated with about something that my friend, the counselor, wasn't super excited about the fiance doing.
Okay.
With someone else.
Okay.
And she, like us, are pretty good at pattern recognition.
Okay.
Also found out through the grapevine that like who she's at not just a great law firm, but like one of the greatest of all time kind of places. Had no
Okay.
idea, right? So I
Okay.
think that actually bodes well for our like. She's not boasting about it. I have no idea, right? I could not even tell, and I
Okay.
like I said, it's something I'd pick up on. But there's like some drama on that side with like an ex, or maybe not an ex, but a situation. And
Okay.
essentially what she picked up on is something that you and I would have picked up on. Was she confronted her significant other about it, and he said, oh no, absolutely not, she has a boyfriend or a fiance or something.
Mm.
And she was like, yeah, so that's not the right answer. Like, you think that's the right answer? That's not the right answer. The right answer is, I don't have feelings for this person, right?
Right.
And so some of that same energy is being carried forward. And so I realized pretty late in the game that, oh, am I hanging out with you because you're bored, or because this is happening on the other side?
Do
Okay.
you have an answer for that?
So I don't. I don't. But when I
Okay.
did finally realize that, we were in the middle of a conversation, and she picked up her phone and she said, "Oh," I was like, "Hey, your fiance is calling you." She goes, "Oh yeah, he's FaceTimed me twice and texted me a few times." And I was like, "Answer the fucking phone." What are you doing? So I was like, you probably should answer that. No, it'll be fine. And so we were watching basketball, and she had tabbed out. We were ready to go. There's like 10, 20 seconds left to go. Old dude walks in. And I'm sitting there again for the second week in a row while we're chilling. And he's called her twice and texted her a bunch of times. And I'm just like, boy. And so, oh my God, I tried to play it cool. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And I shook his hand. It's good to see you again. It's like, oh, there's like 10 seconds left in the basketball game. It's, I think Iowa's playing. It's like, Iowa's up right now. And he's like, oh, yeah, this looks like a pretty good upset. But he was not thinking about an upset at all. He was just upset.
He was thinking about an upset, but it was not a basketball game.
And I was just like, oh, cool. And then the game ended. I was like, oh, well, Iowa won. All right, I'll catch you guys later. And I just walked out. It looked like I ran away. It's what it kind of feels like. And buddy, sticky.
But also not your drama. Get out of there. That's not yours.
Situation was sticky, dog. Situation was sticky.
That's not your drama.
I was apologized to the next day.
Okay.
I didn't ask for it. I was just like,
okay.
I was just like, hey, it's always great to catch you up. So sorry that happened. And I was like, it's all good. It's all good. But it feels pretty similar to the first couple of books here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. And I've told you about my ex and I, the situation that was there before, right? Like,
yeah,
she didn't have a great boyfriend before we met, and then we met, and then a little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump to yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it feels similar. So I'm trying not to once again read into the pattern here.
So say pattern. The pattern's repeating.
It's a little bit. Yeah. A little bit. Okay, the other thing was a girl that I had gone on a date with invited me to AA, and so I went to an actual AA meeting for the first time.
Oh, fun.
I'll say it here.
It's probably not the right word.
Actually, I'll tell you what, it's a lot like the scenes from Rent.
Mm-hmm.
Very supportive.
Yeah.
Incredible.
No, I've been to a couple AA meetings to support some folks.
So first off, I had no idea what I was walking into in terms of structure.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was pretty interesting. They had me read the preamble. And of course, I'm just like, fuck, I suck at reading. God, this is going to be terrible. And then they were like,
okay. He's an actor. He'll be fine. And it's like, no, I don't read. I already have it memorized when I do it.
Yeah. What are we, you should watch, dude, the table read is the worst. I'm like, I'm just stumbling over words during the table read. It sucks. Anyway, I'm reading it and I'm just like, all right, be cool. Then I remember who's in the room. And I was like, oh, right, this doesn't fucking matter. So I then stood up, and then my friend, she grabbed me by the arm. She's like, hey, you don't have to stand up. Just Stacy did something. I introduced myself. I said, "Hi, my name is Luke," and then I just read.
Hi, Luke.
So they didn't do that.
No, I know.
Do you know why they didn't do that?
What?
Because I didn't say, "Hi, Luke. My name is Luke. I'm an alcoholic." I didn't say that.
Right.
I just said, "My name
Right.
is Luke," and then I started reading. So they didn't do "Hi, Luke." They didn't do it.
Right.
And I had no idea that that was like a traditional call and response because I was the first one to go who had never been there before. And so then the next person, and they did it, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" I became a prairie dog for like a half second. I was like, all right. What was also cool is they did like you do in high school or middle school where you read sections of a book.
Right.
And you pass the book around or you read it. But it was like the final step in the 12-step process that they were reviewing. Which is cool because it's like the final step, right? So if it was my first day, then you get to see what the resolution field is like. I'm like, well, that's actually, it feels like a canon event. Okay, that makes sense. And then the sweetest thing happened. Someone in their community had passed away. Apparently a super hyper influential character in their community had passed away, had been there for like a couple of decades kind of thing. And so a lot of the sharing was an in memoriam. So not only did they go over the resolution of the content, but it was an in memoriam to a hyper influential character within their thing, a person within their. I mean, a lot of his stuff was like character, so it was like kind of goofy, fun character stuff. But, and so afterward, we all went and got a coffee. I met a few of the people that were in the room, and they were like, "Yeah, that was weird. First meeting, blah blah blah." Like, And I was like, I don't think you could ask a new person to come to a better meeting. And I explained it to them, and they're like, "Yeah, I guess you're right. That's like this kind of thing." So I went to another one the next day, which was like an all men's one. I was invited to by somebody else who was connected with the person. It made sense. It was part of the network. The all men's one was cool too. A lot more people. But I didn't see a difference in the sexual orientation being a factor in the content. So to me, I guess it was just people who were more comfortable speaking in front of men than speaking in front of men and women, and vice versa. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. So what here is my main takeaway. My main takeaway is the reason why I like it. First, I don't think it's for me. Not to say that I'm above taking steps to improve myself or these specific 12 steps or anything. Don't think it's for me.
Right.
Yeah. And not because of the like religious aspect. Coming from the South, I assumed it was like a religious thing. Like it was hyper religious.
Right.
It's while they do speak about God, it's more like them talking about the Force, right? They're talking about an energy that connects everyone.
Higher power.
Yes. It's just, hey, there's something more important than you right now. Tomorrow's important. Tomorrow being important is a major through line, and support is a major through line. So it's not either one of those things. I both agree with them. The coolest thing about them is when I moved to DC, the very first thing I noticed was it was hard for me to connect with people. All right. Sorry about that. It was hard for me to connect with people because either they didn't let overcoming a lot of personal adversity as be part of their personality, or they just hadn't. And so I didn't meet many people first coming here up until even now who I could be in lockstep with them with that. Like that's a big part of my personality. It's a big part of who I am is overcoming personal adversity, whatever it is, whether it's becoming a better singer, losing a bunch of weight, becoming a better reader, getting better jobs, building better relationships. A lot of it's a very personal journey for me. And I don't meet many people here that have gone through that or allow that to be a part of their personality. So it's hard for me to connect with people here. And then I walk into a room where that is their entire personality. Community is big. Exactly, Meg. And so it was like, oh, this is so comforting. To me, it was so comforting because I was like, oh, these are people like me. Now, the reasoning might be a whole lot different, but these are people like me. So it's tough for me to be like, I don't need these meetings when in fact, it may not be this content, but this is something I connect with. So it's interesting for me. Like I said, I don't know that it's for me per se, the content.
Mhm.
But I like the energy and I like the people that are there. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like the opposite of theater. Like I don't know that I like theater people, but I like I like doing theater. Why are you smiling? What's happening here?
Hi, I'm a theater person, and yet you like me, so
You're we both know what
I'm
we're
the
talking.
I'm the exception and not the rule.
We both know what we're talking about.
I love theater people actually, so I don't
I
know.
do I do not like theater people.
I love theater people, caveat. Asterisks.
So we can talk about that another time because we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean those were like the two big main things that kind of happened. That Thursday thing, I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
wish I could
rough.
dive deeper into it, but
That's rough. I
probably not
think
smart.
the
So
thing yeah, I wouldn't. I think that what I noticed as well. So I don't think that you are alone in that like bigger city finding trouble, like finding community and things like that. Like when I moved to Boston, I also struggled to find a spot and find community because at that point and at our age, most people already have their thing. They already have their community, they already have their people. They're not really looking for, friends or whatever. Like versus you go to college, you're all in the same boat, right? Like everybody just landed there. You might know some people from your high school or whatever, or maybe you like went with a person, but mostly everyone there is equally in a new place looking for a new, routine and community.
yeah,
But when you move on your own to a big city like that, everyone's already doing their thing. And it's really hard to break in. Oh, you love Boston, Meg? It was fun. It was a good
uh,
time. I love Boston too. I don't want to live there.
I
I
love Boston
moved.
too, and I would move there.
Yeah.
I would.
I
It was
loved
awesome.
it. I loved it, but I only lasted a year. I'm gonna be
Like
honest, those winters are crazy, and I'm not built for that.
to me, it was the traffic. I was like, you people don't have straight roads, and it bothers me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, can I kitchen couch it for a second?
Well, Meg said, I don't. I think most people who go to AA don't feel like it's for them. I probably agree with you. Um, I agree with you. My part in to play in this with that statement is that like my my decision to go wasn't like a rock bottom decision. Like I have zero issues not picking up an alcoholic beverage. I can be around people drinking. Like it does not bother me at all whatsoever. And like the when I finally accepted the fact that like I don't need to drink to have a good time and to be like fun and the benefits outweigh the negatives on top of that, it's like, oh, well then I don't need to do like I don't even think about it. So I was at a bar today. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was sitting at a bar today drinking soda water
Mhm.
and didn't have the urge and no, I didn't feel like I needed to. And um, I don't think about the taste of it. Like it doesn't. It's not like, oh my god, I can't wait to have an ice cold beer. Like I don't even think about it. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like it, but it felt like that was a different take than everybody else that I spoke to. But I could
Mhm.
be wrong. But anyway, yes, kitchen couch it.
Um, so I'll share this story for Meg since she's from there. I lived there and I was walking down the street one day and it was a dark day. And by that I mean the Sox lost to the Yankees at Fenway Park.
Okay.
So it was a dark day. And I'm not a real sports person, but that is a big sports town.
I would say so. I would say so.
And so I will say, like, the general mood of the populace does get affected by things like that happening. At least in the short time that I was there, I experienced that. So I was walking down the street and, oh, yeah, no, that's true. So I was walking down the street and this gentleman, bless it, was decked head to toe in Yankees gear. And he was drunk off his ass. And he walked by a group of guys decked out head to toe in Sox gear. And he thought it'd be a great idea to say, ha ha, Yankees rule, Sox suck. He didn't even get suck out of his mouth because the gentleman just punched him in the face and he hit the ground. No one stopped to check on him. No one stopped. People clapped and kept walking. Like, I witnessed this happen and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, that's
insane.
awesome.
Like, so Boston is a town where if you are dumb enough, you can get punched in the face as you're walking down the street.
Yeah, that's a good kitchen cow story for sure. Like, there's people, like, after COVID, people started going out and doing stuff, and then they would talk shit to the person, and it's like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, we're just gonna fuck you up,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna laugh about it. It's gonna be okay. Like, and it's not gonna be anything to do with us. Like, your little keyboard warrior bullshit's not gonna help you. You can't. You got to watch what you say to people in real life.
Yeah.
There's people out there.
He did not watch. Now that was like, this was 2012. It was 2012. But it was highly entertaining just because, like, no one even broke stride. They just clapped. No one like cheered. They all just clapped, like silent clapped, and kept walking.
I get it.
Anyway, I've got some really good ones. Well, I'll have to share some more another night, some of the Boston stories, because there's some of my favorites.
Yeah. Boston is hilarious. I remember going to a Boston bar, and I was there for a conference, and I was like, I want to go to see what the South Side's like. And so I have a friend from there, and I said, which bar should I go to? What street should I go to? And he pointed me in the right direction. And I went into this bar, and I walked in, and I ordered like something PBR or something light. And I was sitting there, and I looked to my left, and I looked to my right, and it was a bunch of dudes with flat-billed hats and like relatively attractive women. And then I noticed something. I could see the tops of every person's head. And I'm tall, but I'm not that tall. Like, I'm 6'3", but I'm not like 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen anywhere I go. That doesn't happen anywhere I go. Like, ever. Like, here, especially in DC, TC is a tall person city for sure. Like, because there's a bunch of like type A, SGA presidents who are walking around here.
Right.
Like, it's a tall person city. Right. Tall dudes live here. And I've been in Boston. It was just like, I was like, oh my God, they're all 5'11". This is what they're talking about. It's these guys that the fucking women are talking about. They're here. They're here. These are all the short
Meg.
dudes.
Meg says going to Southie was your first mistake.
I had a great time. It wasn't a mistake. I had a good time. I got to listen to music and chill out, and I got to talk to some people, and it was cool to like get the accent and do whatever. But I was like, oh, the girls, when they talk about short dudes, they're talking about these guys. They're not talking about people I know. They're talking about these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've always wondered what I was like. There's not that many short dudes out there. Like, what are you talking? Like, there's 6-footers all over the place. No, there's not. There's just happens to be 6-footers where I live and where I'm from, and that's it.
Yeah, there's some short kings for sure. For sure.
It was every place I went to up there where there were locals or natives. It was like,
oh my gosh.
Where do you guys like what? Jeez.
Well, I will. I'll start breaking out the Boston stories in the kitchen couch segment because, man, I've got some really fun ones.
Please do. All right, I think that's it for us, though.
Yeah, I've got some stuff to do, but so I'm gonna head off. But this week is interesting. I'm throwing a ball at the end of this week, so
on purpose.
I'm busy. Yes, I'm throwing. The Smut Oracle is throwing a ball, a Bridgerton themed immersive ball.
Very cool.
Here locally. And so I have a lot of stuff to do.
Very cool.
So I don't know exactly when I'll be able to circle back with you, but we'll text and hop on.
Let's just say earliest Tuesday.
Yep.
It cannot be
Earliest.
tomorrow. It cannot be tomorrow. I got stuff to do.
It's not going to be tomorrow. Yeah.
So at least at the earliest Tuesday, and then we'll figure out from there.
Cool. All right. Well,
Appreciate you.
See you later then.
Well, do the thing with the thing.
Oh, right. If you like this content, you can always like and subscribe.
We'll check out later. Bye-bye. She wants to leave me before she leaves me.